Hey everyone, in today's hug, we're going to talk about the benefits of fasting. Okay, so back in the day, Body for Life days, it was all about having 3 small meals and 3 small snacks a day. And that was coined the healthiest, that you needed to keep putting wood on the fire for that metabolism to be stoked and to be burning. Well, new research has said that that's not always the best way to do things depending on your health goals. So today we're going to talk about the benefits of fasting and how to get started. So one of my favorite benefits of fasting is called autophagy. And when we eat, our digestive system takes a ton of energy, and so it doesn't free up that energy to do other important functions. So autophagy is essentially cell death. So when your body is not digesting and it can go do other things, it will remove all of the cellular debris in your body that is creating problems. And your body will eat all those bad cells first and save the healthy cells for renewing and dividing. And with fasting, you also get to burn fat for fuel instead of stored glycogen, which is essentially glucose or sugar that has been stored. So you can actually tap into those fat reserves and use those for energy. Another thing is it will actually decrease inflammation in your body, which is super important because inflammation is a big root for disease, and we want to have low inflammation in our bodies. Fasting will also increase insulin sensitivity. So what does that mean? Essentially what happens is over time we become less sensitive to our own insulin. So more is needed to be secreted in order to drive that energy into your cells, to drive that glucose into your cells to be utilized. So I always like to say it like this. So maybe when you were young and you ate a donut, you needed a cup of insulin. But then when you got into your 40s or 50s, you ate a donut, you now needed 3 cups. And whatever is not utilized gets stored around your waist. That is a big sign of insulin resistance, is when we have a spare tire around our waist. So fasting will actually increase your sensitivity to the insulin. And so then when insulin goes down, glycogen goes up, and insulin is your fat storage hormone. Glycogen is your fat releasing hormone. Much better, right? So how do you get started? Well, the first way to do it, the easiest way I think, is to push out breakfast. Maybe make breakfast a brunch. And then you can keep going and just pushing it out a little bit more every day until your eating window is smaller. A good way to start is have an 8-hour eating window. So perhaps your eating window goes from 11 to 7, and then you go to bed at 10. So then you have that gap between your last meal and going to bed, so it doesn't impair your sleep. So the big ones are do fasting for 16 hours, eat for 8 hours. When that is easy, then you can do fasting for 18 hours, eat for 6 hours. Then you can do OMAD. I love doing this when I travel. So I save up all my calories for like a decadent dinner. That's called OMAD, 1 meal a day. And it really works out well. When I go to New York to visit my son, I love doing OMAD. So we have this fine dining experience in evening. Next, you can do a 24-hour fast. And after that, you can do like, say, a 36-hour. The longest I've ever done is 3.5 days. But really, truly, you don't need to do a massive fast, in my opinion, to receive a lot of benefit. So I hope that helps. So write down in your journal which one you're going to commit to getting started with. Maybe you've done it before, maybe you're new, but I'm telling you that it's a fun thing to practice your will. Oh, also it resets your hunger hormones, which we're going to cover in tomorrow's hug. Okay, there you go. Lean in, wrap your arms around, squeeze, and take this big hug from me. And I love it when you hug me back. Make it a great day, my friend.